Egg rolls are one of the most popular Chinese American appetizers in the US, which were invented in New York City during the 1930s by a Chinese chef. Okay, so now we're gonna do some preparation. First, we're gonna rehydrate the shiitake mushrooms in water for about 2 hours. You can also save this water for the vegetable stock in the future. Then finally cut it into pieces. Now we're gonna soak the glass noodles in water for about 10 minutes. Drain and use kitchen shears to cut it into 1-inch pieces. To julienne the carrots, first we're gonna peel off the skin. Then cut it into 2-inch pieces. Now we're gonna cut it into slices. Eventually julienne it into the size of matchsticks. So what exactly are the differences between spring rolls and egg rolls? It is believed that spring rolls was originated from China. Traditionally, it was eaten at the beginning of spring on the Li Chun day, and we call it to bite the spring, Yao Chun. Now to cut the cabbage, first we're gonna cut it in halves, crosswise. Finally chop it. And nowadays, you can find spring rolls during any seasons and throughout Asia, and even in America. Now we're gonna finally mince the garlic. So on the other hand, it's believed that egg rolls were invented in New York City during the 1930s by a Chinese chef. Now we're gonna finally mince the stems of cilantro. The wrappers of spring rolls and egg rolls are also made with different ingredients. So the wrappers of spring rolls are mainly made with flowers and water. Now we're gonna crack the egg in a bowl and beat it, while the wrappers of egg rolls are made with flour, water, and eggs. We're gonna add the cornstarch and water. Mix well. To make the sauce, in a bowl, we're gonna mix in the soy sauce, oyster sauce, hoisin sauce, sesame oil, white pepper, 5-spice powder, and sea salt. Now we're gonna cook the fillings, 1 tablespoon of oil, and then transfer in the ground chicken. And we're gonna season with a pinch of sea salt. And stir fry over high heat until medium well for about 2 minutes. Because the wrappers of egg rolls have eggs in it, that's why after they are fried, they look like they have rough and bubbly textures on the skin. Take it out and set aside. 1 tablespoon of oil. Add in the carrots, cabbage, shiitake mushrooms. Stir fry over high heat until they are softened for another 1 minute. Now we're gonna add in the garlic and the stems of cilantro and cook over high heat until aromatic for another 30 seconds. Transfer back the chicken and put it in also the glass noodles. Now we're gonna pour in the sauce and mix well. And now we're gonna add cornstarch slurry to thickening the sauce and the juice that might come out from this filling. Because you can imagine the wrapper would break easily if there is any sauce in the filling. And we're gonna transfer the fillings on a plate and just let it chill and let it cool for about 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna lay the egg roll wrappers flat, like a diamond shape, on a flat working surface, and then place about 1.5 tablespoons of filling on the wrapper, about 1 inch above the bottom corner of the wrapper. Tightly roll the wrapper and the filling halfway. Fold the left edge inward, and now fold the right edge inward as well. So at this point, it looks like an open envelope. And we're gonna roll it up 1 extra round, like this. And then brush some beaten eggs over the wrapper on the top here. And then roll it up all the way. And then immediately we want to cover with plastic wrap to prevent it from drying out. And now it's going to repeat with the rest of the egg rolls. Alright, so now let's fry some egg rolls. And then we're going to heat it up to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius. So to test the oil to see if it's ready, we can throw in a tiny piece of the wrapper in the pot. And if the piece flows right up and has a bunch of bubbles all around it, it means the oil is ready. Now we're going to transfer in the egg rolls a few at a time and deep fry it until golden brown for about 5 minutes. And we want to turn them over frequently so that they brown evenly. Now we're going to drain the egg rolls on a paper towel. Repeat with the rest of the egg rolls.